Welcome back to Savory
Swole Mates.
And we have got a crumble lineup that looks actually, there's been last couple weeks that I've not been that interested, but this week,
let's show the people. Let's show the people.
Show the people what we got. Oh, you gotta be careful this box. We want it to follow
this lineup is challenging the integrity of this box. That's how big these desserts are this week. And I don't know.
This maple one is just like, I don't even know what's going on with it. It looks like they either did it wrong or they did it way right.
They like doubled up.
Yeah, they like doubled the everything on it.
I am so excited about this one. This is, when I open up this box, this is probably the most excited I've been about a lineup in a while. And I hope it doesn't disappoint, but we're gonna find out as we dive into it.
We sure are.
So let's get into the cookies, shall we? Not just cookies, desserts. We're gonna start off with a semi-sweet chocolate chunk. Chocolate chip, but make it chunky. A delicious cookie filled with irresistible semi-sweet chocolate chunks and a sprinkle of flaky sea salt.
This one looks more like the, look at those
good
like
chunks. Those are
chunks
very aesthetic chunks.
Well, they're just like so square.
Somebody took their time making those.
Did.
The maple cinnamon square.
This thing is huge.
A moist, fluffy cinnamon square marbled with brown sugar, cinnamon butter, and smothered with a light maple cream cheese frosting. Now, if that description and that image right there does not, I don't know, that's tough to beat.
If it tastes as good as it looks,
everything sounds and looks amazing about that.
That's true.
I'm excited. Next up, raspberry cheesecake. A true classic vanilla cheesecake baked over a buttery graham cracker crust, then topped with a tangy, mouth-watering raspberry spread and a dollop of whipped cream. Ours does look a little sad on that guy.
I also don't like these stupid little, like,
you lose half the dessert on those.
I'm just like, I know that there's a better way. Like,
there must be a better way.
I like know, because I know that it would take so many of those, like the tin. Okay, there's frosting on it. The tin ones, and then you pop them out of it. But it just like,
the little cardboard, like you guys see it like separating along the edges there. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see, and we'll see how we can take it apart.
And we
have this little like thing that you can pull.
I don't know. I'm not feeling too great about.
Yeah, and I feel like the raspberry, they kind of didn't do us.
We'll see. We'll see.
Dirty on them.
Brownie Batter, a gooey chocolate cookie packed with semi-sweet chocolate chips and topped with delectable brownie batter. I like the looks of that one. I don't know.
Topped with brownie batter.
I don't know if ours is topped with brownie batter. I can't really tell, but it's all
I can't tell on that picture.
It's all one,
either.
right? It's all brownie. Next up, caramel pumpkin cake.
One, okay. I don't usually like the cake cookies, but the caramel, got a hole in the bottom of ours. The caramel part of that makes it sound better.
All right, a fluffy pumpkin cookie topped with a swirl of smooth caramel cream cheese frosting and a light sprinkle of pumpkin cookie crumbs.
There's our hole.
There's our hole. Maybe that's where they injected the caramel. Could be. I'm optimistic.
There's literally like I can like fit my finger in the hole.
Get your finger out of our cookie. Go on. Or cake. I guess it's technically a cake. Fried ice cream. Get out of here. A delicious cinnamon cookie topped with a delicious cinnamon cookie with smooth white drop buttercream and topped with a fried ice cream streusel.
I feel our streusel is more like a
a crumb. Dusting. It's like very fine, but it looks good actually.
But I feel like a more like thicker crumble would be more preferable. Because fried ice cream is like, it's like corn.
I love fried ice cream. Fried ice cream is so good. And if they nail the flavor on that one, it's going to be delicious. We've got a lot of cinnamon going on here. Starting to get into some seasonal flavors. But guys, I'm getting like all the maple bar vibes from this cake over here. And I can't wait to try it. So let's cheers it up and dive into the cookies this week. I just got to point out my sweat ring right here. I just finished a tough work. We have these right after our workout. And I know. She has to smell it, not you guys. It's the semi-sweet.
The good news is you don't smell, so.
That's good.
The chocolate chips in it are warm, so that they're kind of, that one's good today. I like that.
Now you guys have to go back, if you haven't already watched our chocolate chip cookie taste test that we did blindfolded, where Terica blindfolded me. This one was on the menu, and you can go see how this one ranked against other top chocolate chip
funny thing about that, and I don't think we said it in the video, but He couldn't tell the difference between semi-sweet and milk chocolate in the video. But you know what? I feel like I need to do it because I feel like I could immediately. I don't know. I feel like my tasters are better.
It was so good, and I couldn't tell the difference there, so it was.
I'm gonna try to. I think this one's just gonna.
Oh no, guys!
Like crumble.
Look at that.
Crumble. Just watch me crumble. Like it's still, there's paper on here and it's still gonna pull more. And guys. I like kind of get, like there's a little, anyways, let's just taste
disaster.
It's fine.
What a mess. This is honestly like, Crumble, do better. Do better. Look at that.
Okay.
It doesn't even look like it's just hanging off of there.
The problem with that, you're gonna taste it too. Don't take too big of a bite.
Don't tell me, just let me taste it. Dry.
It's not only dry.
And it's bitter.
It's because there's too much freaking cream cheese and there's no topping.
Epic fail this week. I'm sorry, guys.
Dude, if you're gonna make
all you taste is cream cheese. Like you don't get any raspberry.
A brick of cream cheese. However, I feel like.
Is that an upcharge for that one?
Yeah. Ugh. And I feel the problem is somebody could go get this and they make it right where they put enough of that. If you had more of that raspberry jam on there, like 2 tablespoons more.
Yeah,
it would taste way better.
A lot more. Because you have to. Like, if you're going to do cream cheese...
You have to balance it.
You got to. And that one, all I got was the cream cheese.
And you guys, this thing is just like...
It just keeps... Every time she picks it up, it's just
stuff fall
apart.
off. You guys got to, like, Crumble, you have to figure out a better way to do...
If you want to do the desserts, do the desserts.
Fine, but do them right.
Gotta dial them in.
You got to, yeah.
Guys, we like Crumble, but...
I really wonder these they've got to test these.
Well, I'm sure they do. It's just it's got to be hard to get it consistent, you know.
I know, but who tested this and was like, yeah, the paper thing that'll be.
No, but nobody at the store. Somebody at HQ tested it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, here we go. The caramel pumpkin cake. It's cake.
I bit into the hole.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. It kind of tastes like carrot cake, in my opinion. Which I like carrot cake.
Mmm.
But it's like a cake.
That is so good.
But when you bite it, it's hard because I feel like it's a cookie.
Yeah.
And then you bite into it and it's actually a piece of cake.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. That is really tasty. And that's got so much flavor to it that before you even bite into it, like it gets to your mouth and you're starting to get like that nutmeg and cinnamon there.
Okay, the brownie batter. I actually think this one might hit the top of my list just because it looks good.
Oh. That does look good. Here we go.
It's dry. It's fine, but it's a chocolate cookie.
Yeah, maybe a tad dry, but
there's nothing
it's all right.
I'm not like, I was hoping for something
it's not
else. I feel
unbelievable.
I feel like I was hoping for like really chunky pieces of chocolate in there.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. It is like it's a confused cookie or a confused brownie.
You put a bunch of peanut butter on top of that. Now we're
that would take it to a 10 real quick.
I'm really hoping this one is really good because I love fried ice cream.
Fried ice cream going down. Here we go.
This one's gonna take a second. It's fine. It doesn't taste. It tastes like a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, the texture's really good on it, but I don't get any flavor other than just like sugar. Yeah.
But I feel like if that topping would have been a little bit like
I think the topping, like that buttercream topping's a good texture. When you bite into it,
and
you get
cookie,
a little bit of the dusting on top. It's good cookie, but
I feel like the cookie could have been like a harder. It's like also a soft cookie.
I think it just lacked the flavor, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now the big dog. Here we go.
I'm hoping that this can raise my expectations for the rest of these cookies.
Guys,
I'm not very happy.
I don't know if you can tell the size of this thing.
It's literally...
If you put it up there for the people, like, this thing is massive. It's the same size tin that they normally use, but I feel like ours is like bubbling over the edges.
Yeah, ours is definitely a really big bite.
You gotta take a big bite. It's a 2-biter. Oh, it looks like a big cinnamon roll. Like inside, you can see like there's like cinnamon and delicious. Oh, and it's like crunchy on the outside.
Okay.
No, don't tell me. Just wait. Let me take a bite. Don't.
Oh, you got a better bite than I did too.
The cake isn't hitting quite as hard as I want it to. The frosting's good, but the cake is
dry.
I don't know if dry.
It's spongy.
I didn't get dry, but it's spongy. It's very spongy, and it doesn't have a ton of flavor. The topping's really good, but I was hoping the cake would be better.
Okay, I don't know. It's just not moist. That's the word.
Yeah, it's like spongy, but that's exactly right. It's spongy, but it's not moist. And it's, the topping's really good, but it's a lot of cake. Like if you're gonna have that much cake on it, I don't know. It lacked a little bit on the flavor. Okay, it's ranking time. Last place. I think we probably gonna agree on the last place one. I think it's pretty easy. What do you think?
That cheesecake one.
Let's hold it up. Okay. Let's just let it fall apart even more for the people. So you can truly see. There's just no good way to take that apart. Even just a piece went flying off here as she did that. Okay, let's put it back there.
And my number 5 is going to be this.
Okay, the brownie.
Yep.
I would say the brownie was my number 5 as well. Okay, so we're on the same track here. 6 and 5 are the same. Number 4. I'm right there with you. Fried ice cream is my number 4. Good texture to it, just lacked the flavor. Top 3 time, bronze medal, who's it gonna be?
This guy.
I agree, we're right there. We don't always agree, you guys know that. Bronze for me was the cake, little bit of a disappointment. Thought it was gonna be number 1. Number 2 for you, get out of here.
Is this, do we have the same lineup?
No, we don't, but I can't believe you're gonna rank the chocolate chip number 1?
Dude, this lineup, I was excited for this lineup. I think it's trash.
This is my number 2.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know.
It's not trash, that's a little harsh. That's a little harsh.
But when we are ranking cookies, I am gonna be hard so that we can get the good ones. When the good ones are good, people need to know. And these ones, I just don't think.
So this is your 2, this is my 2.
Yep.
We're gonna switch. I never thought in my life
did either,
that Terica would have a semi-sweet chocolate chip as number 1.
You know?
But this guy
never say never.
is my number 1. I like this one. And I normally don't like cake cookies, but
it was the only cookie that tasted like a cookie.
It was good today too. And those chocolate chunks were very aesthetic.
They were so demure.
So tell the people about the other video that we've got coming out this week.
You know what we have. We have Reese's Overload. We have like over 20 items that we found that are all made with Reese's.
Guys, we tried like everything Reese's. I mean, there's got to be thousands of different Reese's.
Yeah, and there was a lot of stuff that I was really surprised that I was like, this tastes nothing like Reese's. And the top, I mean, actually, I think I know. Like, I think I knew that the top one was, but the second place was like came out of nowhere. I feel like
you guys are gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah.
If you like Reese's at all, you got to check out our Reese's Overload. And honestly, for the first time in my life, I could say like, I was almost Reese's out.
I wasn't.
Almost. I didn't say yes. I said almost.
Maybe we'll take some of the rest of our Reese's and put peanut butter on top of this, and then. Sprinkle.
We're just gonna, for the next couple weeks, we're just gonna keep putting Reese's on the cookies that aren't that good here. I don't know if Reese's and the raspberry cheesecake would go.
That won't work.
But peanut butter and jelly maybe.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. That's our review for this week and a video to look forward to later this week. Let us know how you guys' cookies work. Because look, we've had that raspberry cheesecake before. They missed the first time. It hit the second time. Now it missed the third time. So the inconsistency, like, I know it's got to be hard. Crumble, you got a bazillion locations, but you got to get the consistency. That's why, like, the desserts are just like,
they're a rough idea. It's just hard to get consistency on them. So I feel like this one, like, I feel like you could go get this one from somebody else.
And it could be good,
Well, but it's barely, like, to the brim of this. Ours is literally baked over the side. So maybe that was part of it. Maybe there's too much in that, you know.
And you guys see it, like, when I look on Instagram and people tag me in their crumbled posts and it's like
totally
whoa, that didn't look anything like our cookie. So I do feel like it's easier to get a consistent cookie than it is to get a consistent dessert. And I think, like, they'll probably continue to struggle with that because desserts are just harder to make than cookies. I think. I don't ever bake, but, you know, I would imagine so. So there you guys have it. That's our review for this week, and we'll see you guys back for the Reese's Overload later this week.
Bye.